Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. In the last episode we completed our Patterns of Justice set. Well, I say completed. We got the 5 pieces that we need, finally getting the chest piece, and we upped the difficulty to Torment 14 and ran a rift, and that went well. So I've upped the difficulty to Torment 15 now. We're going to run another regular rift and see how this goes, just so I can, I don't know, get an idea for just how incredibly powerful we are. Because I want to find out what our limit is, really. And that's already triggered one of our deaths, which is slightly worrying. But that's because I stuck around, I think. And this is really where things are going to become interesting for us. I'm going to actually drop it back down to Torment 14. Is I want to get the extra damage reduction that's going to come in from having Unity. But at the same time, I want to make sure that we're still like running right at the very edge. And getting one shot by a random mob, not cool. Getting one shot by a Rift Guardian, I can live with that. So let's do our Greater Rifts at level 65, and we'll see how these go. I wonder if I had Epiphany on. I should have had Epiphany on, but it's so easy to lose track of these things. Ow. So obviously that was the fire chains that did that. Cobalt is finishing off Amos's food. Let's back out for a second. Just while I... What are you doing, mate? While we wait for that death to come back. So yeah, we're definitely pushing right at the edge. We're not going to be able to make it up to GL 70 at this stage, but we can at least get a ton of useful things in the result of item drops, faster leveling, and all that stuff, as long as we don't die while doing it. And I think with charging mobs like that, it's always going to be a little bit dangerous. Because when we've got Epiphany on, we're fine in terms of survivability. I mean, we're not great, but we can deal. And I don't want to switch our skills over to more defensive ones, because I don't think that's the solution. I think the solution is us just killing things faster. He says. Yeah, that next area is a bit dangerous. We can chill back here for now. Still killing things, still passing the time. It's a very janky form of progress. That's what we're taking away from this. Let's put those in. So we may have to move away from that initial group when we get in there, just until we rebuild the stacks of Sweeping Wind. Okay, that actually didn't go too badly. I mean, we've still got more threats, of course, but manageable threats. Shield pylon will definitely help. Okay. So yeah, shield pylon means we can basically ignore everything that's coming along. We are very, very much glass cannon. But I'm okay with that. Man, that one exploded all over the place. Still got half a shield pylon left. Be lovely if we can get enough kills to get to the Rift Guardian before it wears off. Just as it's wearing off. Killed Orlash before they had a chance to do anything. Let's grab all these bits. We're not going to be able to do that again. I mean, we're going to stay at the same level, of course, but... Oh, now we find another one. Now we're just finding them all the time. Jesus. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. 19 episodes... Well, this is episode 20, but... 19 episodes without finding one. We had to make our own. So lots of levels coming in from that. And this is rapidly going to step us up in terms of survivability. Right, are these any better? Dexterity is worse, Vitality is worse. Seven-sided Strike we don't care about, so they are worse. But it is one for us to re-roll in the future. I think we're just going to salvage everything else up. Let's hop in for another Greater Rift. I liked getting that many levels in such a short space of time. We can afford to empower this, so let's do that. I say in such a short space of time. Obviously, it would have been faster if I wasn't completely incompetent at the start. But we're going to have to take what we can from this. And I think for us that's going to mean not sitting in poison as it's going off, wherever it's going off, behind us. Probably behind us. Hopefully behind us. Oh, we've triggered a death, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. Let's temporarily step out. We've got plenty of time. I just want to make sure that something doesn't sneak along and take us out. Yeah, so in terms of defense, once we're done with this and move on to this, so yeah, Garrigan level 600 is going to be like our ideal defensive position. Can I drop these off? No, I can't. Can't change your equipment. Can't even change the stuff you're carrying around, lugging into the dungeon. Okay, so in terms of these, so damage dealt is cooldown reduction, damage taken is cost reduction. Yeah, so channeling pylons probably increase our damage quite significantly. Right, let's get back in. Well, it's a shield pylon. If I'd known it was there, if I'd had a look at the map perhaps. But you have to stay very focused when you're a glass cannon. Because the last thing you want is to end up in an area where it's all going horribly wrong just because you weren't watching where you were going. And yeah, it is just about our survivability, really. Improving our gems will help with that as well. So we'll probably want to do some bounties, maybe in the next episode. Try and get some more of those gem plans. Right. Our shield pylon has worn off. That's important to know. Just look at them all dying in my wake. It's amazing. Just gotta keep making sure that Epiphany's on. 99%. With Guardian time. Hi, Raziel. Take him out before he even becomes a problem. That's why freezing is useful. So useful. Get all of this stuff. And, okay. Back on with the gems. More inner stuff by the looks of it.
I need to go back.
We don't have any more Greater of Keystones, but it's very quick for us to get them. Points in there. Points in there. Points, points, points. Inner's trousers. Get on in. We can have a spare of those. Okay, Scorn. It looks lovely, but no. Gladiator Gauntlets, we've already got one, I'm pretty certain. Or maybe that's last season. No, we do have one. Yeah, so they can go. Rhymeheart, we've already got one. I am very tempted to switch across to using Rhymeheart there. At the moment, we don't need it. At the point when we're not killing things fast enough for Frenzy to be useful, I think it would be very, very handy. Yeah, especially because that 10,000% damage is going to be increased by this. Poxfolds is new. So Poxfolds comes across. Maximus can go. Rhymeheart can go. Yeah, everything else can go. Now, before we head back out, we're going to do our normal Kadala disappointment dance, where we ask her for rings, and she gives us all the rings we don't want. Including another Bulkathos band. That's a lot of Bulkathos bands that I've seen today. It's a lot. I think we're just going to jump straight back in for a regular rift. Now we can try and do this as like a speed run thing, but I don't think we really need to. So we'll take the time to pick things up, take the time to kill guys properly. This weapon, sure. 3 death breaths. Yeah, we're getting a lot more death breaths and things now. Jeez, that triggered a death for us. That's nasty. Alright, well, we're just going to wait here for a moment. Let's have a look at the things we've got. Some Wuko's shines. Not his shins. Some Wuko's shines. The Wonkin Limb, which we've got in the cube. Treacherous Blade and another Sky Splitter. Howdy, Amos, have you come up to join us? Right, well, you settle down, buddy. Yeah, I know. We're just giving it another 3 seconds. Oh.
I will not do that.
Oh, geez, those one-shot us without Epiphany on. So yeah, that's very nasty. Definitely want to be a little bit more survivable. I'm making an absolute pig's ear of this, but we are sailing close to the wind, so it's not that much of a surprise. I'll just give it until it gets to 15 seconds, then we can start heading back. Because Epiphany lasts for long enough that we'll be able to make it work. There we go. Yeah, because we're reliant on hitting things for the cooldown reduction from the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. If we're not moving quickly, then we're not moving. Which is fine. I mean, that's just about managing cooldown reduction and anticipating problems before they become actual issues. So if we know that's something that we need to do, we have to keep killing a certain number of things every X seconds. Or at least hitting them. Woo! Still a couple left. I think we got them all. I think we've bloody got them all. Well, there's some plans. I think I just saw Royal Diamond in there. Okay, we're going to head back very quickly. Shen. Learn Royal Diamond. Learn Flawless Royal Ruby. So now we can do Royal Diamonds. And Flawless Royal Diamonds. This is very good for us. Let's spend all our money upgrading things. In fact, let's make a little bit of space first, because we're going to be desocketing stuff. There we go. That's enough space. So desocket, desocket, desocket. We've managed to get 114 death threats. Wow, they've come along quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can get one of these. And not quite another one. That's fine. That's a good arrangement. Right, let's just put those in. drop off the other gems that we have. And I'll keep the rest of my inventory until we're done with the rift, because there's not going to be much longer. I will just hand in the plans, though. What a turnip for the books. And yes, I did say turnip for the books. We might actually be able to do gems again after this. He is taking a lot of damage. Have I done something to my gear? Have I broken something? What have I broken? How have I broken stuff? We are still wearing the correct kit. I'm slightly worried by that. No, we're fine. Maybe it was just being weird for a fraction of a moment. Sometimes the game decides it's going to lock things at certain levels and then doesn't recalculate them for a while.
What you ask is impossible.
It's like a terrible version of snapshotting. And Blight is gone. Let's grab all of this. So many death breaths.
I need to go back.
Well, that's definitely given us enough death breaths to do some upgrades for things. Shadow clones. I do love shadow clones, just not with this build. So they're going to go there. Right, some Wu coat. What's that? Each hit with 7-sided strike grants damage reduction. Flesh Terror. Do we have a Heart of Iron? I don't think we do. Oh, we do have a Heart of Iron, so that can go. The Flow of Eternity. That goes down with you. That's the Rhyme Heart. Sky Cutter we've already got. These gloves. They're not as good. I will hold on to them so we can re-roll them though. That's almost always worth it. And of course, Sash of Knives, which I think we've got. Yeah, so that can just get salvaged. Very, very nice. Lots and lots and lots of Death Breaths. So we can try some ring upgrades. Or we can try and get Cormac invulnerable, which is probably better in the short term, actually. So, where is Templar Relic? We'll make 4. Hopefully, we'll only need 1 of these. And if nothing else, this is going to mean that Cormac can heal us in fights. Right, so we're going to upgrade rare item. Follower cannot die. That is perfect. So here on out, all vitality can be re-rolled off his equipment. And we're going to want to get him some decent utility stuff as well. But for now, I'm just happy with the fact that he's not going to die. So yeah, Kadala, rings. Let's try upgrading 3 rings. Upgrade rare item. A puzzle ring. That's cool. Arkstone. Less cool. And the Wailing Host. Less cool. But the puzzle ring is very cool. Let's see. Do we have to do greed at a certain level? Greed on Torment 13. Yeah, so we will be fine doing it at this level. Let's go kill Greed. I'm going to go through this bit quickly while we have the buffs helping us. And then we can head back and see what everything has. I mean, we're getting a good amount of money. I'm not, like, purposefully stacking gold fine for this. But we could have done that if we really wanted to milk it for everything. It does make me wonder, like, how does an adventurer like this carry 60 million gold on them? That's pretty incredible. In terms of carrying capacity. Alright, that's gone well, so now it's just the lady herself. We could have done this on a higher difficulty level, but I'm already a little bit worried about how this is going to go, so... Are we just not criticaling her at all? Alright, well, we can use this guy to build up some stacks. There we go. She's actually taking damage now. There's definitely an issue with the way Sweeping Wind can activate like that. But I'm sure we'll work around that. So we got pop. Oh, cool. We got a bovine bardish.
I need to go back.
To go with our other bovine bardish. And of course we've got a lot of money, which is always nice. Right, we don't need another one of these. Wailing Host. No, salvage that up. See, no evil can get salvaged. Sever can get salvaged. Bovine bardish will save. It comes over here with the other one. Arkstone. And Menfo Twilight can all get salvaged up. Not a huge amount of interesting stuff came from that, but it's still good for the money. And the gems. Which, of course, we're going to revisit now. So, Shen. We've got some gems that we just haven't had a chance to upgrade. So, we'll just keep pushing these higher and higher. One, two, three, four. It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. We've still got more to go, but it's definitely a step up. Okay. That comes there, that comes there. These all go in. How's that? That could do with being upgraded. They could both do with being upgraded. Can we do... No, we can only get to Royal Emerald. Okay, not a problem. Well, we've just been absolutely blitzing through those bits. Let's go kill Urziel, and then we'll maybe kill Malthael. I know we're much higher difficulty than we need to be, but that's part of the excitement. And also, we are quite tanky. Well, no, sorry, not quite tanky. We are quite good at killing things. He says, wondering why Sweeping Wind is constantly just being a pain. I think it just doesn't, like, recognize that it's being cast, because recasting it seems to make it refigure things out. yeah, if you're not actually doing damage to things that you're supposed to be killing, then of course it's going to be difficult to kill them. A worthy foe who has been defeated. I actually thought we might have been there already. Oh no, here it is. Just round this corner. Straight in we go. Your master's become his. Boring, boring, boring. No, my sweeping wind. I don't see Malthael being a problem. That fight went nice and quickly. Famous last words, of course. Yeah, and Malthael doing his transition is almost certainly going to stop our sweeping wind, which is going to be a pain in the arse. And even just teleporting like that is problematic for us. My word, how far down this road is Malthael? Come on, let me recast it. Ah, I triggered a death already. That's just so cheap. No! What? Oh, for crying out loud. I would say he wasn't anywhere near us, but obviously there was just the tiniest little bit that reached round and I should have just stepped away. But the Malthael fight is by far the cheapest, most annoying fight in the game, just because of that cutscene and putting the cold on you, so you've already lost your opportunity. I mean, if you've already died before you've had a chance to come onto the screen, then it's a real shit show. Okay, well, we did complete the champion level. We didn't make it to Destroyer, Conqueror, or Guardian this season. I don't think I'm going to start another character because I've had a chance to see how this build plays out, and it's very cool. But the prospect of re-going through all of that is a little bit disheartening when it's lost to such a silly little thing. So this is going to be the last episode for this season. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when I go live in the future. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.